Smith are at the doctor's office for a follow-up after Mrs. Smith gave birth 2 weeks ago. She is interested in using birth control again, but is very concerned about money. Mr. and Mrs. Smith met in college and have been married for 2 years. He graduated from college 1 year ago and has a stable job as a public school teacher with an insurance plan. Mrs. Smith was in her final year of college and dropped out in order to take care of their newborn. They both have substantial student loans that must now be paid back.
Okay, Mr. and Mrs. Smith, so what kind of birth control were you all using before you got pregnant?
Well, I was on the pill, and that was nice, but, because it was cheap, so I set alarms on my phone so I remember to take it, but, we just got so busy with, life, and there we go. Now we ended up with a baby.
So you weren't very satisfied with,
When we were students, the school provided condoms for us, but now that we're not students anymore, that's $20 a box.
That is true. Well, sounds like oral contraceptives may not be as effective for you all. Have you ever considered something like the patch or the NuvaRing? It's more permanent. You don't have to remember taking something every day, so it might work better for you.
Well, we thought about the NuvaRing, but our insurance doesn't cover it.
Okay.
And with our loans and a new baby, we just can't afford that without insurance covering it.
Okay.
And I was on Depo shots, and I really liked those, but the doctor said something about my bones can handle it or something like that.
Right. Okay. Well, do you guys plan on having any more children in the future?
Well, we just love our little baby Bruno, so I have a feeling that we'll have more. But, I would really like to go back to school. I like to pay off our loans already, and so we'll be more financially stable to take care of these kids.
We basically need about 5 years of reliable birth control until we can get our situation under control. However, there's only so much money at the end of the month. So,
We spend it all on fishing and hunting.
Oh, okay. Well, it sounds like you guys are looking for something that is not difficult to remember, is highly more reliable than the oral contraceptive, and it's going to last for a longer period of time, right?
exactly.
Okay, good. There are a few options that we have here that do meet your criteria. Something like the intrauterine device or the IUD or even the implant-on, which is surgically inserted into your arm. Both of those can protect you against pregnancy for up to 3 years. And if you do decide to have more children, you won't have to worry about having them unintended. It will be like in a 3-year time span when you guys are more financially able. However, if those options aren't covered under your insurance, we have other options. So I'll gather some pamphlets for you all, and we can look through them and try to figure out what's the best payment options for you guys. Okay? All right.
You have to put it in your non-dominant arm. We don't want to get in the way of your cat.
Whatever.
All right. Well, thank you so much. We'll be in touch.
Thank you, I'm sure.
Thank you, Miss Karen.
Bye.